Hi everyone, thank you for watching this masterclass video. Today I'm going to be talking about, in three separate videos, short 5-minute bursts, I'm going to be talking about lesson design. The first lesson here is all about templates and how you can design your lessons using better templates, more interesting templates, and how to manipulate them the way you want to, okay? I will say before we even get started that templates I don't often use templates. There are occasions though where I do. I prefer PowerPoint's design tool. It helps, I think it makes it easier, it makes our PowerPoints look a little bit splashier and also a little more unique to you and your personality. I'm doing 3 short bursts. This first one is templates. The next one's going to be all about where to find great pictures. And then the third one is something that I have been thinking about a lot this year working with English 1 students, and it's about engaging our advanced learners to help them grow and to kind of move out of our death by bullets in PowerPoint design. Okay, so we'll talk about that in the last video. Today is a really simple one. This one is a short, just quick discussion of templates. I'm keeping my slides in, design stage, okay, instead of putting it in the slideshow, because I want you to be able to see how I'm using the tools as I use them. So our essential question today is not so much how do I use templates. I think most of you know how to use a template. It's when should I and when should I not use a template. So today I'm looking at the templates that are available so that I can know what is a useful tool and what's a distracting template. And I'll know I got it if I can create clean, original design that serves the purpose of learning without distracting the learner. So let's look at what we've got here. First of all, let's take a second to consider the template designs that are available. One thing that we need to consider when we're thinking about our templates and what's available is one, how usable is it? Particularly when we're thinking about the tools that we want to use in our class. How easy is it for students to focus on what you're saying and not just what kind of crazy cool things are going on the screen, on the whiteboard. You also want to think about space, how you're utilizing that space. Is the template that you're choosing giving you an appropriate amount of space to do what you need to do on the whiteboard? Okay. And I've noticed that a lot of our templates make that difficult. A lot of the templates that are available to us make that difficult. Some of us will find really cute templates, but they don't do what we need to do in order to get our students engaged and working, okay? And so it's important to pay attention to that. First, let's look at templates that are available through PowerPoint. Super easy. All we do is we go to Design. We have Themes, okay? And just automatically, these are the ones that'll come up through our PowerPoint. Notice all the different themes that are available, templates we can choose. Some of them I wouldn't choose personally because they look dated. Some of them just don't look very professional. But then others are pretty cool. Like this one, I like it. But a lot of times it doesn't allow me enough room for movement on the whiteboard when I'm trying to actually get my students to engage with the whiteboard and utilize it. Okay. So these are things that you want to consider. Think about where the titles are placed. Think about the sizes of the fonts. Is it going to work for you? Think about the decorations that are on the template, and are they going to be distracting for the students? Okay. Sometimes we pick templates because we're like, this is easy and it looks good and it keeps our picture consistent, but then it's not necessarily the best tool to use. There is power in blank space. It opens up room for your students to work, to think, and even to talk. Okay, so do not be afraid of blank space. That's one of the things that I've learned over the years, that sometimes that big open whiteboard is one of the best, simplest tools that we can use to engage our students. Of course, there are templates that you can download online. I think, let me look. I'm pulling up. It is, let me go into other bookmarks. There is one called Slide Carnival. Slide Carnival. I know that's the one that Crystal referred me to. It's a great template download. Again, the same discussion though needs to happen. You need to think through, what value is my template adding to my lesson, and what is it distracting? How is this template going to be distracting to some of my students? Important things to consider. And that's it. That's all I have to say about templates. Here is a question though that I want to leave you with as we think about the next lesson to design, which is going to be all about pictures. What about this? What if you didn't use a template at all? The Design Ideas tool here in PowerPoint can actually be a really useful tool in helping you keep a consistent look that's original to your design lesson. So if you go into design, you click on design ideas, sometimes those design ideas just pop up without you asking. Okay. But if you don't see it, you can always click on design ideas. And if they have them, they're usually pretty good. And they can help with placement so that you can see. One thing I will say though, is that if you're using, the design ideas, think about how readable your words are. Like I chose this one. I think it's relatively okay, readable. But maybe in a classroom, you might want it to where the words are bigger. Okay. You want to make sure that, like this one might not be as good. This one especially wouldn't be as good because look at how tiny the words are. Okay. Make sure that what you've done and created is readable for students, usable for students, and that they can focus on your lesson and not so much on the crazy cool things that the templates are doing. Okay. In our next episode of Lesson Design, we're going to look at pictures and how to make them work best for your purpose.